Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tar Heels will put it away to start the game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Wake Forest offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Boy, it almost seems like they didn't know what time the game started. This opening drive, disastrous. 3rd and 10 miles to go. Leaves it with the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, it's Schroeder. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So North Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup, that's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him at second and manageable.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people, you'll see them run north-south and try to bounce.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh,
and you dropped the ball.
They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Come on.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two men.
You wide open by yourself, man.
They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David,
Jesus, they trash for that.
They want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. Breaks the tackle.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
They'll run for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Oh, he dropped it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Well, that's a throw on the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little screen to the
Oh my gosh, that call for a holding.
Down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Tar Heels come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get the quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a 3-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
Give to the
Yeah, my fullback getting some love.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find him.
And the quarterback is knocked
I
down
was
back
ready
at
to try
the
to
13.
get to that goal back.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback.
Working the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry up. From the gun, running back on the move. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Estes.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Wants to throw on third
No!
down.
Couldn't get my... Oh.
At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Demon Deacons are flying down the field.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field. Offensive line.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, okay, yeah.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working.
I'm done calling this play. I'm done. This dude is always holding every time I call him play.
In this game with back-to-back TDs.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Flying gets set, first down. Looking to pass, it's Pitts. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Finds the tight end.
Thank you.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He's going to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Stevens. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation.
Thank you, good catch.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They'll try it on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
Oh, my God.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Pitts. It's on target and complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First touchdown of the year.
Touchdown, Tar Heel. I tell you, when this drive started, the
White
defense
man
thought
love
they
the
had them in a
football.
hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute.
He's running free down the middle.
Please tell me that's a holding call.
Past the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Handoff from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Dang, shoot.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The give to the tailback. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. The give to the single back. He's got room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no... Unleashes one.
You better catch.
And he's
Thank you.
Touchdown, UNC.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some interceptions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 2nd down, looking to throw.
Dang, I was hoping
Gets
you
it
could
out
get
quickly.
that.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
It's good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Hey, guys,
and the
stop.
Demon Deacons will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Bunch formation for these receivers. Scanning the field, it's Pitts. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
He puts a lot of air under
Please
the
catch it.
sideline.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Touchdown, North Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like him. And
Oh, that's weak.
extra point on this drive, and to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Caught over the middle. It's Boone. Off he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
That's going to be the second time we didn't play.
The first time we had
If we can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 22 to Virginia.
Oh, my God, if I get...
We'll circle back if anything.
Yo, this dude is always
open. College football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they've got on second down. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Third and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, you know, guys, the defense just hasn't had an answer. Every time a big fourth down comes up, they just can't seem to get off the field. That last time, it was a running play, and they just couldn't bring him down.
Running back searching for a hole.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Pitts. They're setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space.
Let's get it. Come on.
Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Estes. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through.
And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, UNC! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out
and feel it. We need this guy right here. We need this.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Spins away from the defense. The Demon Deacons get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Running with power.
They stop
him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
Oh!
Had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first.
Thank you.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Line getting set on 2nd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
What's up, Irish?
Bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Well.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been
he doesn't really get on the call
of EA Sports College
off,
Football.
and he's having some family issues. N-O-E-L. His last name S-G-S-T-A-I-T-A. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.